Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Wednesday, new album review day. We've got a brand new release. It's been out for a couple of weeks. Came out in late June here in 2022 on AFM Records. It's the debut full-length album from somewhat of a little minor melodic power metal supergroup called Fallen Sanctuary. Terra Nova is the album. All right, so some of you may be looking and saying, hey, I kind of recognize those two guys. Well, George Newhouser is from the band Serenity, and Marco Pastorini is from the band Temperance. So two bands that have been on the scene for a while in the kind of like the power metal realms, and this is kind of like the meeting of those two guys. So there they are right there. Let's kind of take a look at this here. As always, much of the AFM Records output comes in these kind of cool little digipacks. And let's take a look at the booklet. As you can expect, jam-packed with lyrics and pictures and photographs. So there's George Newhouser. He is on all vocals. Okay, both of these guys sing. More lyrics. There's the two of them right there. There's Mr. Pastorini, who is on vocals and guitars. And then on bass, you've got Gabriele Gazzi. And on drums, you've got Alfonso Mocherino. I believe that's what it is, guys. It's like microscopic. And then you've got, additional keyboards and things adding to the whole mix of the entire album. So these guys, again, not deviating too much from what they do in their normal everyday bands, but Fallen Sanctuary, highly melodic power metal. I kind of categorize this in the more kind of melodic, happy power metal kind of zone, so to speak. But this is like loaded with hooks. Both of these guys, like I said, sing on the album. And they both have great voices, a little bit of an accent at times, but almost every song on here is loaded with hooks, catchy choruses, just enough bombast, right? But it's more of the kind of power metal that it's very happy, it's very upbeat, not overly riffy, but there are plenty of riffs, speedy drums, keyboard and synth embellishments, but man, loads of vocals and just absolutely soaring harmonies. A good chunk of this album, even on first listen, you're like, wow, that's damn catchy, right? And then you listen to it a second time and you're already kind of remembering from the first listen. But, my one gripe about an album like this is that this is not my favorite style of power metal. I am more into darker, a little bit heavier power metal that uses a little more prog and thrash elements, but it's very listenable. The title track, Terranova, is great. Now and Forever is really good, really catchy. Probably my two of my favorite songs on here are the hookiest tracks. Broken Dreams, terrific. You'll be humming that for hours after you listen to it. Rise Against the World, also really, really memorable. To the Top is a little bit heavier. Destiny is also really good. For me, the album kind of loses a little bit steam, like right around the midway point. I Can't Stay, Trail of Destruction, good enough, but not really offering up anything really different from what we'd already heard on the album. And that's one of the things I think that gives me a little bit of fatigue. Is like once I get like halfway through, I'm kind of like, all right, I think I've kind of heard everything they have to offer here, as a lot of the tracks don't really deviate much from the one that came before it. No Rebirth is decent. Bound to Our Legacy I like. Wait For Me is pretty good. Then you got at the end, you got a cool instrumental, Now and Forever, which is really, really nice. And then you have instrumental versions of Rise Against the World and To the Top, which are interesting to listen to without the vocals, because then you really hear the music behind it and you're like, oh, that's some pretty serious shit going on there, right? Really good guitar riffs and some cool little solos and things like that. Nice arrangements. Drums are really good. Whereas I think throughout the whole rest of the album, because the vocals are so upfront and so, I don't want to say overpowering, but they're just so impressive in the way it's all recorded, that to me this comes across more of like a vocal oriented album. Like they're really trying to drive home the vocal melodies, right, over the musicality of it all, like the musicianship that's happening underneath it. So it's all very tightly played, well produced, And like I said, it's enjoyable. It's not really my cup of tea and not the kind of power metal I go to, right? But I can totally hear and see the meticulousness of the way they put all this together, and the overall melodicness of it is just off the charts. I mean, I can't remember the last time I heard a power metal album that was this jacked up with hooks like every step of the way. So if you like really catchy songs in your power metal, right, this is like, to me, this is like a little bit above like just good melodic rock. It's definitely power metal, but it's not like, you're never gonna, this is not Hammerfall, this is not Primal Fear, this is not Sabaton, right? This is kind of more, to me, it's more a line of maybe a more power metal-y version of like Eden's Curse, right? Like I said, tons of hooks all over the place. Really memorable tunes. If you like this sort of thing, if you're looking for, blazing guitars everywhere and keyboard solos and all that kind of stuff, you probably came to the wrong place. If you're looking for like big, heavy songs, you probably came to the wrong place. But if you, like I said, you like your power metal, really happy, really upbeat, really positive, and super melodic and memorable, I think you'll get a lot of mileage of this. So for me, just because, it's not really in my wheelhouse, I'm going to get, it's an easy 3.5 out of 5. Easy. I think if you're someone who, is more of a fan of this style of music, it's an easy 4 out of 5, if not higher. But I think it's quite solid, quite good. I can see the quality all throughout it. I can easily recommend it to those who just want good songs, good, memorable, happy, uplifting songs. This is it. The vocals are outstanding. The melodies are outstanding. Expert musicianship, right? So check it out. Yep, Newhouser and Pastorino are at it. Fallen Sanctuary, Terranova, AFM Records. Check it out. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together. All the damn time. Stay tuned. Hopefully you got a couple more of these for you here today as we get through some of the new stuff. There's a lot of it here. I'm going to be quite busy over the next couple of weeks because I have a big stack of new albums, new CDs that I want to, listen to and tell you guys about. So stay tuned for more. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that little notification bell down there so you get alert of all of these videos as they post. And we also have the link below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page for all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility stuff. So check it all out, and we'll see you real soon with more stuff here on the channel. I am Pete Pardo. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.